It is crunch time for Colorado State lawmakers with only 10 days left in the session. There's still a lot of work to be done.
Yeah, we're talking about transportation funding, reforms to the public employee pension system, and much more. Denver 7's Megan Lopez is live at the Capitol this morning. And Megan, lawmakers are certainly not taking it easy these last 10 days.
Yeah, not at all, Mitch and Molly. I mean, there's more than 300 bills that are still up for play at this point, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the lawmakers were slacking this entire legislative session. More than 700 bills were proposed this legislative session. About 180 have been signed into law, but again, more than 300 still up for play. So there is some really big ticket items. But one of the biggest accomplishments that has been achieved is going to be that budget. Lawmakers got it done, and they got it done early. Governor John Hickenlooper will sign that long bill into law this afternoon. Another accomplishment was the inmate location disclosure bill. Basically, it allows victims and their families to know where perpetrators are being held. Lawmakers also took a big step forward on addressing sexual harassment at the state capitol. They brought in an independent group to study the culture at the capitol and determine what needs to change. They started mandating sexual harassment training, and one lawmaker was even expelled for his alleged inappropriate actions. On the other hand, though, virtually nothing has changed when it comes to gun legislation. We saw several big bills after the Vegas and Parkland shootings addressing bump stocks, concealed carry, and more, but all of them have pretty much died. The red flag bill dealing with taking guns away from people experiencing a mental health crisis, that one is still being debated. Also on the to-do list are two doozies in the forms of transportation funding and reforms to the public employee pension system, which is known as PARA. For the transportation funding, CDOT has identified about $9 billion in needs and in backlog for road work and other work that needs to be done. For PARA, there's about $32 to $50 billion in funding that needs to be found to deal with a shortfall for that public employee pension system. So a lot of work still to be done at the Colorado State Capitol. I'm live. Megan Lopez, Denver 7.